I want to give you the acronym in the last few minutes here to show you what training looks like. I think training involves these 5 things. If you can master these with your own kids, with yourself, you will become the best Christian case maker and the best equipped you can possibly be as a Christian thinker. The first thing you have to do is to challenge yourself to see where you stink. Because there's lots of stuff right now that I'll tell you right now you just don't know enough about. But you don't know enough about it. We have a bar in our town called the Crest. It is a biker bar. There's a fight here. It looks nice during the day, but at night it gets a little bit rowdy. And there's always a fight here at this bar. And you know what we do with our trainees? If you're with a field training officer, an FTO, we're going to dispatch your car to this fight every single night you're working. I don't care if it's in your beat. You're still going to get dispatched to this bar fight. You know why? Because we're going to get there. When you get there with your FTO, the FTO is going to get out of the car with you, because my son's an FTO now, and he's going to do this to see if you can handle that bar fight. Now, if you get it over your head, he'll jump in and help you. But the idea is not to get in over your head. You better know how to handle a bar fight. And if you mess that up 2 or 3 times in a row, we're going to fire you. Because we're not going to get hurt because you're not prepared. You've got to be able to handle the bar fight. And you have to put officers in that position so they can see what they don't know. And if you get beat once, you're going to start training because that didn't feel good. And I'm not going to be embarrassed in front of my FTO twice. So now I'm going to get ready. Well, if you asked me to come out and train your youth group, and we do this at Summit, I started doing this years ago, and then my friend Sean McDowell, he started watching us do this. Brett Kunkel and I do this, and he stole the idea from us. So when you see him tonight, you tell him he's a thief, okay? But we would take these youth groups, and I would have you introduce me on the first day as the local atheist professor. Don't even tell them who I am. If they know who I am, I would bring in my son Jimmy, who is an excellent role player. And he would pretend to be a student at the local university who's an atheist. And we would have a Q&A. Sean still does this at Summit. At some point at your Summit experience, Sean will do this with the class just to show them what they don't know. Because after an hour of this, and I've done this in front of 600, we just did it, Sean and I did it in Indianapolis in front of 2,300 students. It gets ugly. And all those sweet little smiles on their face, trust me, they will turn to sadness, because by the time we're done, we've probably deconverted about half the room. They're not even Christians anymore. And then we reveal to them that, no, we're not actually the atheist professor. We're actually here to teach you why you can't have those crummy answers. And everyone goes, oh, thank God he's not an atheist. Because clearly, if he's not an atheist and he posed all those questions, there must be good answers to those. And then we will say, now you are ready to pay attention. Do you see why you guys need this? And by the way, every one of them at that point knows where they stink. And now they want to get better. So we can start training because they already know their need. If you don't know your need, you haven't been tested, then don't expect your students to pay attention. It all starts with a test. This is how I drew it in forensic faith. Because the test shows you what you don't know, so you are willing to invest in this process to get ready to be the best you can be. Now, what I try to do for us as adults is give you a 21-minute test in the book. So you're going to get that book tonight. Take that test. 3 pieces of paper, 7 questions. They are simple questions that will simply test whether you've got good answers. Imagine your own kids asking you these questions. Would you have good answers for these questions? If you don't, you're not ready. You failed the test. Now it's time to start training.